Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. This early Monday morning video is a profile scouting video for a player said to be being watched by Celtic, a possible additional striker to add to Celtic's mix of players, a player currently based in Japan, a player called SHIN Yamada, plays for Kawasaki Frontale, one of the top J-League teams. That, of course, is the team that we got Rio Hatate from a few years ago. Just some stats and profile for SHIN Yamada, 25 years old now, 5'9", has one under-23 cap for Japan, but no caps at full international level. And pretty much all his career has been at Kawasaki Frontale, apart from a few games away on loan in the lower Japanese league. Not had the most brilliant season of 2025 in the J-League and Associated Cups, but it is starting to improve. His stats for this season in Japan: 31 games, 6 goals and 3 assists, with a current season rating of 6.68 out of 10. So not the best of goal outputs and not the best of average ratings per game. Comparing to last season, which was a much better season for him, he had 50 games, 20 goals and 5 assists, and much better stats in all aspects last season. But it does appear that he's been a wee bit slow to get into his full form and a wee bit slow to get warmed up this season. Full career for Kawasaki Frontale is 119 games, 32 goals, 9 assists. So we're talking roughly 1 goal every 3.5 matches, which is okay but not great. And over his whole career, including those few games away on loan, 123 games, 37 goals and 9 assists. One or two more in-depth stats for Yamada. This season, his goal conversion rate has been rather poor at 6%, i.e. 1 in 16, which is not awfully good. However, last season it was considerably better at 24%, so 1 in 4 chances put away, which would be a good output, all things considered. Has very good passing ratings for short, medium passes, even for long passes, although doesn't tend to try too many long passes. Has got the ability to hold the ball up and bring in other players. Has good stats for chance creation for others. However, it doesn't actually have terribly good stats for things like winning the ball in the air or tackles in terms of winning the ball back. Not the best ratings either for defensive side of things, clearances, blocks, tackles, etc. And so does appear more to be a player who does all his good work in the box, not particularly a player who tracks back in to help out in midfield or in defence. As I quite often do, we've popped in some edited highlights from a highlights reel of his goals from last season. There isn't one available thus far in 2025. After we've had a wee look at the highlight reel and the goals, etc., I'll add in my own wee thoughts for the player. Have to say, having watched the highlight footage available on YouTube and on the internet, some game highlights of other games he's been involved in this season, kind of in two minds regarding SHIN Yamada. He does look like a player with good strength, able to hold defenders off the ball, nice burst of pace to get himself into the box or to get him free of defenders, makes good runs to the front post, the back post, also able to make good runs through the defence. Very impressive at 5'9" in terms of his ability to win headers and score headers in the box, scores goals right footed, left footed. Good skills with ball at his feet. Nice calm finisher as well. Very good instincts in and around the 6-yard box. Does seem to do the great majority of his work inside the box. Doesn't tend to be a player who's scoring goals from distance. And in many ways, I see a bit of Kyogo in him, maybe a bit of a more stocky, stronger version of Kyogo, better abilities in the air. And I think he does have quite a lot of skills and talents that would be very useful for Celtic. I don't think he's quite the top level striker that we're looking for. It's perfectly possible that he can take the step up if he did move from Japanese football to Scottish football. I think he would have the skills to score goals, certainly in Scottish football. Have some doubts whether he might be able to make that next step up into European football. The asking price is said to be around about 1.5 million, which is pretty reasonable. Possibly the asking price might come down a wee bit. And there are a few different valuations ranging from about 1.2 million up to 1.5 million going on the internet. I think in conclusion, I am in two minds. I think he's a player who might well work for Celtic, but he's not quite the barnstormer, definite top quality number one striker that we're looking for. But I think he could fit in very nicely alongside Ida and Osmand and Kenny and Negrin and Maida through the middle for Celtic as striker options. And it will be interesting to see over the next week or two just how Celtic develop this possibility of a signing. I think in the end, probably it's a news story that's going to go away, but we'll watch the press for the next week or 10 days or so. As always, do feel free to pop your own thoughts regarding him into the comment section. Say there are a few game highlights for the Kawasaki Frontale games this season. Hasn't been in very good goal scoring form this season, but certainly the skills highlights scouting profile from last season does show he has a lot of good abilities. As always, also, as we finish, just a wee polite suggestion, encouragement. If you are new to the channel, not yet subscribed, please do click that subscribe button and do click the like button if you like the video, like the channel, as it does help boost the channel and does cheer me up no end to get a new subscriber or a like tick on YouTube. So until the next video, goodbye and hail, hail.